What's up, loves? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and I post all things fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and travel. We are in the month of June, which means we are in summer. It's a little hot outside. Our makeup needs to stick. Our makeup needs to stay. We don't need to be worrying about it moving and being all blotchy and things like that. So I decided to come up here on my channel with some updated tips and tricks and even new products that I tried out to add into your makeup routine this summer. If you guys want to know the step-by-step deets on how I got my makeup to look flawless like this, go ahead and grab you some popcorn, grab yourself a notebook. You're gonna want to watch this. And I know you guys are like, ooh, Shannon's hair looks good today. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I'm gonna let it slide this time. Go ahead and click that link in the description box below or in my bio. Or you can even go on TikTok and type in my same YouTube handle in the search bar and you will find my detailed install tutorial that I uploaded as well. As always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, share with all of your friends, connect with me on all of my social media platforms if you haven't already, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. With it being summer, I really needed to figure out how I could limit the amount of creasing and dryness and oiliness, because you guys already know that I'm combination dry and oily skin. A couple of items that I'm actually going to be showing you guys today will be my first time using them, so fingers crossed that everything turns out how I want it to come out. And then part of this will also be a couple more tips and tricks to make sure that your face stays on, intact, it's melted, not melting off. That's not what we want. Because the girlies this summer, we're not trying to keep our beauty blender or our brushes in our purses because our face is just sweating off in this summer heat. I am actually in the process of peeling because I got a chemical peel last week. My face is a little bit more dry than usual, but I went in and I washed my face with my CeraVe, and then I also put on the CeraVe moisturizing lotion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of my sunscreen on because I am going to be in the sun for quite some time today. So I'm just gonna go in and put them on my cheeks. Basically, skincare prep before you even put on your makeup is so important. It's like you can't do without it. That's the reason why your foundation ends up looking super cakey or like super what's the word? Blotchy? I don't even know if that's the word that I really am looking for right now. But if you know, you know. Like you can see your pores almost, and it's not how you want it to look at all. After that, I'm gonna go in with this Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer and apply that to the rest of my face. And our face is ready to start being beat. So to make sure that our makeup stays on our face, sticks to our face, and the product literally does not move, is to go in with a really good primer. I'm going to be using Milk's Hydro Grip Primer. If you've seen my TikTok Get Ready With Me, if you've seen my last makeup routine that I uploaded here on YouTube, you already know that I live by this, truly and wholly. And the thing about this product is it smells so good. Like, it doesn't really have a scent, but it has a scent. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it just smells good. It doesn't have a weird smell to it, you know? And make sure you get under your eyes, because when we start to put on our concealer and bake, we do not want the concealer moving whenever we place it on there, because we definitely want to make sure that our under eye is set perfectly and is not going to be cakey or blotchy. I've never used like a brow lift or brow gel before, but I've been seeing a lot of people use e.l.f.'s brow lift. So I actually went over to Target the other day and picked it up, and I was like, we're gonna try this in today's tutorial. With a clean spoolie, I'm just gonna grab a little bit and apply it onto my brows and brush in an upward motion. We're also going to just kind of brush them backwards, just so that whenever I start to fill in my eyebrows, I can make sure that the pencil is actually going to stick and it's not gonna move anywhere. So then after, we're just going to brush them across, and so far so good. Both brows have the e.l.f. Eyebrow Lift product applied on them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and begin to fill them in with my Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. You guys already know that I use this. I don't think I'm ever gonna not use it. Brow pomade and I just don't go well, and I haven't really gotten the chance to explore with like the liquid eyebrow pencil, so we'll see if I ever get to it. I'm just gonna do light strokes. While using this pencil, you will notice that if you do accidentally press too hard or apply too much pressure, that you will literally end up having like super dark eyebrows. So just make sure that you are not literally drawing, but you're lightly going in and applying light strokes. So now I'm just going to go in with my eyebrow spoolie, not the same one that I used to apply the eyebrow lift. And I'm just going to brush it all out. And I don't know if I'm blind, but before I even like conceal it or nothing, it looks good. And this is my first time using this brow lift. I'm even trying to like brush out the product so I can make sure that I got it in all areas where the hairs are, and it's not even letting me like brush it for real. So this might be a really good gripping brow lift gel. You guys know that I typically would go in with my translucent powder and set my brows first so that they wouldn't like start to oil up or move whenever I'm done putting on my makeup. So I'm excited to see how long this gel actually lasts on my eyebrows. Now we are going to go in with my ColourPop concealer. This is pretty fresh. This is in the shade of Deep Dark 190W. And pretty much the purpose of concealing our brows is to clean up any imperfections and just to kind of give it a clean, crisp look. The best tool for this step is to use an angled brush. The brows are concealed. I will do the top after I finish like my eyes and the lower part of my face, because I do know that once I put on my foundation, it's gonna mess it up anyways, and I'm probably going to have to go back with my pencil just to touch up a little bit that might have gotten removed while putting on foundation. So we'll go ahead and move on with our eyes. I forgot that whenever I went to Sephora, I picked up this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. I do not see what shade I got this in, but if I figure it out, I'll go ahead and include it in the description box below. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on my eyelids and then blend it out and set it with some translucent powder just to give my eyeshadow a nice base. So far, so good. It's not too liquidy either, which is great. It blends out perfectly, as you guys can see. So this might be another really good concealer, and I'm actually excited to use it whenever I get to the point of doing my under eye. Okay, this blended out real nice. Do y'all see that? I'm literally testing out products with y'all that I think are going to be top tier this summer and super affordable too. Today I'm actually going to one of my high school friends' baby showers, and I don't think I'm gonna do too much crazy eyeshadow. I think I'm most likely just gonna end up doing a real natural smoky eye. As always, I'm going in with my Juvia's Palace Nubian Coral 3 palette. I'm going to start off with this darker shade of brown and just apply that to my entire eyelid. But there's been something that I've been witnessing and coming face to face with ever since this year when I've been traveling, and it needs to be addressed now. Completely unrelated to this makeup tutorial. When I went to DR, I came back sick. When I tell you guys I was sick, like for 2.5 weeks. I promise you, I thought it was COVID. It wasn't though, so we good. But people in the airports, they travel knowing that they're coughing, knowing that they're sneezing. No mask. Haskufeka mask. If you want to travel because you got a cold, cool. I'm not gonna stop you. But you know that you're coughing and sneezing. You know how easy it is for other people to catch your symptoms. Why aren't you wearing a mask? Went to DR, came back sick for 2.5 weeks. I actually lost my voice for like 5-6 days. And then for my job, I had to go on a work trip. I think this was like, what, maybe 3 weeks ago? And I came back sick. And then I went to the DMV last week and same thing. And the worst thing about this last trip was the man was sitting next to me. Guys, let me just put everything down. The man was sitting next to me. I'm telling you, like, just a true, not a true or a true, bro, in his hands. When I tell you guys, I was just looking at him. Cause if you know me in real life, you know I'm a look. So I'm just looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And so then he gets a paper towel, and he starts to sneeze in there. And I'm just like, instead of you to ask the flight attendants if they have a mask, or to travel with the mask yourself at your big age. There's just no way that after being in a whole pandemic, people don't know and realize the importance of wearing a mask, especially in public places like that. And now people look at me crazy whenever I travel with my little Lysol wipes and, you know, I'll be wiping, you know, wherever I sit on a plane, wherever I sit at the airport. And it's because y'all nasty. Like, you're literally sneezing and coughing in your hand and then touching the surface that other people are also going to be touching. I know I have a lot of trips, both leisure and work related coming up. So I'm just hoping, like, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm gonna start wearing masks just because I want to protect myself. But y'all need to start talking to your people at home. Like, this cannot be real life for real. Back to today's topic. I'm gonna go in with this lighter nude eyeshadow and just kind of start to put that on like the outside. And this is going to be like a way for me to make sure that I'm not just having a harsh brown shadow. And then I'm going to go back in with this brush and just kind of blend that a little. I know I said I wasn't going to do too much of a crazy eyeshadow look, and I promise you I'm not changing my mind, but I am going to just take a little bit of this rose gold, just a little bit. Let's just hope I actually stick with just a little bit and I don't make it my entire eyelid. I'm literally just applying it to like the corner of my eye. If I were going somewhere where I really wanted my eyeshadow to pop, I would have put some concealer after putting my base eyeshadow on, just so that it would make this rose gold actually pop. As you can see, it's really not doing like too much, which is totally fine. Like that's what I'm trying to go for, as much as a natural beat that I can get. I'm also not going to be doing winged eyeliner at all. I might actually just do a soft little liner. So I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. The tip to making sure that you do not mess up your eyeliner is to go in with light strokes. small strokes actually, because you'll be able to build up from it. There's not really a way for you to necessarily start over with liquid eyeliner unless if you literally wipe off your entire eye. And at that moment, if that happens to me, baby, I'm not going, I'm going to bed. At Sephora, I also went ahead and picked up this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I really like what it does to my lashes, because if you know, like, I have little itty bitty lashes, like you can barely see them. But whenever I put on this mascara, it takes them from 0 to 1,000 real quick. I've only gotten eyelash extensions, I think maybe twice. And as much as I love the luxury of just waking up and knowing that your lashes just look good and you just look good, I like to sleep crazy. When I have the lashes on, I would wake up and the eyelashes would be pointing in north, south, east, to west. I'm talking about one would be in Antarctica, one would be in Ireland, one would be in Africa, one would be in Asia. Like, I can't do it. And I love to rub my eyes like when I wake up or even at like random points in the day. The fact that you really can't do that with lashes just doesn't sit well with me, and I can't do it. See what I was talking about with the mascara? Let's just deep it together. Let's just see. I put mascara on and you can actually see the lash compared to this one without mascara. Don't say I lied to y'all, because I never did. That's something I would never do to y'all. Never. Lashes are on. Eyeshadow is already looking 10 times better. I'm gonna go in with this LA Girl color corrector just because I do have some dark spot areas that I want to cover up. I told you guys in the beginning that I was currently undergoing a chemical peel, and as you can see, I have 2 big, in fact, dark spots on my forehead because I ended up getting a couple pimples after the peel. I shouldn't have touched it, but I touched it, and as you can see, I scarred. So I just want to go in a little bit and just cover up those 2 spots along with any other pigmented areas on my face that I want to not be too visible whenever I put on my foundation.
You stay on my mind every day and every night you do.
For this step, you can either blend this out with a beauty blender like what I'm doing, or you could use a makeup brush. I just went and decided that I wanted to use a beauty blender because the other brush that I have is what I'm going to use for whenever I go in to blend my under eyes. If you guys know me, you know that I live by NYX's Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Cocoa. However, after I came back from my trip from the DR, I noticed that this color was a little too light for me. Even after letting it oxidize and sit on my face, it just wasn't cutting it. So I went on TikTok and I started to just look up other foundation recommendations, and I came across L'Oreal's True Match Foundation. Now, side by side, you can kind of tell that this one is a little bit lighter compared to this one, but I wonder what they would actually look like side by side. So what I'm actually going to do is a test patch, not on my face necessarily. I'm going to do it on my hand. When I looked up this product online on Target's website, it has like this feature where you can upload a picture of yourself or take a current picture of yourself, and it will guess your shade for you. At first, it said that I was supposed to be, I think it was C11, but when I went into Target and I did a little swatch on my hand, it was a little too dark. After just, continuing down the line, literally, it looked like C9.5 was the closest one to me. But what I'm going to do, so we can kind of get a better visual of what they look like side by side, I'm gonna go in on a clean hand. I'm gonna go in with L'Oreal's and NYX's Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I can already see a difference. So I did little dots, but this is L'Oreal's and this is NYX's. So I think that I actually got the correct color in L'Oreal's True Match foundation. And because this is my first time using it and I'm going to be in the sun and in the Texas heat, I'll be sure to include like a review or my overall takeaway on how good this product is and how it stayed on my face today. So what I'm going to do today, because I don't want to put too much foundation on, is I'm just going to squirt a little bit onto this palette. This is actually a really nice color. I think we made a good decision, y'all. So I'm gonna go in with this brush and just start to blend. The foundation, it looks good and it hasn't even like oxidized yet or anything. So I'm sold on this one. I need to talk to whoever came up with the foundation shade ranges, because when I went in the store, it was shade range galore. I was just like, wow, they really tried with this one. And it's really hard as a black woman, as a dark-skinned woman, to find the right shade that isn't too light, that isn't too dark. I feel like whenever they made this foundation, they really were considerate of the fact that there are different skin types. The key to making sure that the concealer stays in place is to go with light taps and to take your time. And of course, if you want a brighter under eye or if you want more coverage, go ahead and apply more concealer. And after your concealer is blended out, to make sure that it stays and it does not move anywhere, you're gonna want to go ahead and go in with a setting powder. I got this new Morphe Bake and Set in the shade Translucent Rich. I picked this up from Ulta, and then I got these little triangular sponges from Amazon. I'll link it down below in the description box as well with all the other products from today's video. And what you're gonna want to do is take this little triangular sponge, make sure you get a good amount of this powder on there, go ahead and just spread it out. Just make sure that we really get it in those creases under our eyes so that we don't have any creasing later on in the day. With makeup, always remember that a little goes a long way and you can always build with your product. You just want to make sure that you start off with light amounts and work your way up as needed. I'm excited to see how it turns out today paired with this L'Oreal True Match foundation. We are not going to be contouring today, so the next step of my makeup routine is to go ahead and go in with some blush. This is the Makeup Revolution London blush, Rose Kiss, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on my cheekbones. I went ahead and I straightened my hair off camera as promised, but now I'm going to just go in and apply my foundation onto my forehead. This foundation is just super light, it's easy to blend, it matches you. Like, they were not lying when they said True Match, like, at all. And our foundation is done. If you do not want your face to move this summer, in addition to using that Milk Hydro Grip Primer, you need to get you 2 sprays that are going to make sure that your makeup and the product you put on your face is melted and it is going to set and sit on your face until the moment you come home and it's time that you've decided to wash your face. I don't know if you guys were doing what we were doing back in the day when we didn't really use like setting spray and we were using hairspray. That's basically what this is. This is Patrick Starr's Until Dawn One Size Setting Spray. It's pretty good. I used it when I was in DR and whenever I had sunglasses on, I did notice that I had areas where the foundation came off, and I was a little upset with that. I'm gonna try and pair it with this Revolution Conceal and Define Mattifying Setting Spray that I got from Ulta. But I'm gonna start off with this one first. Once that dries, I'm gonna go in with the other setting spray from Revolution. And my face is pretty much done, but my lips are very much naked. So what I'm gonna do is go in with the same eyebrow pencil that I just had in the past. It's a smaller one. And I'm just gonna line the outside of my lips just to kind of give them a little bit more definition. And now this next step is perfect for you if you do not have a nude lipstick. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm just gonna put a little bit, because if you put too much, it's gonna be a little hard to fix. In the end, I'm literally just gonna put a little bit, and I'm gonna put it on my lips and blend it together. And then I'm just gonna go in with this lip gloss that I got from the beauty supply and apply it onto my lips. That. You know the Bratz dolls? It's giving Bratz lips. This is the final look. Do you guys see this makeup? Oh my goodness, what? I think this might be one of my best natural looking beads. And I did it all in less than 2 hours. This needs to be added onto your summer makeup routine agenda. Like, if you're not doing your makeup how I just showed you how to do it for the past however minutes, baby, you behind and you sleep. Whenever I come back from the baby shower, I'm definitely going to try and remember to insert a clip just to say, like, after X amount of hours, this is what the makeup still looks like. But I have faith in the primer, in the setting sprays, that this makeup is not going anywhere. I left the house at like 1:45, 1:50. It is currently 7:16, and this is what the makeup looks like. Like, you guys can clearly see that it is still intact, it's still on. This face is definitely, it stayed on, and I did the damn thing once again. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to connect with me on all of my social media platforms. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought about today's upload, and also any other video ideas you guys want me to put out on my channel for you this year. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye, loves.